What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video Clash and Go, in which today we are going to talk about the not necessarily the right way, but a good way and the fastest way to progress in this game. The way to climb the ranks the fastest without screwing yourself over by creating a weak um, a weak base, basically, or a weak army, and it's going to set you back later on. So this way you could progress really fast, get the trophies really fast, and still maintain that strong army that you need to continue progressing and not hit a wall. So firstly, we'll go over. I just want to point out last video where I know we're ranked 5, and we're still ranked 5. We're climbing up pretty quick. We had lost a couple guys just before I filmed the last video due to that reward that they decided to go with, and not very many people, not very many clans were too happy with what that caused and some of the drama it caused. But I would like to say we did bounce back real quick. We're catching right back up to Crazy Chain. Scorpions, I think they were at 16,000 the last video. I'm not sure, but they're bouncing back really well as well. They're up there almost 21,000 trophies, trying to sneak up behind us. Like I said, not gonna happen. We're not letting them in. They can have this number 5 spot as soon as we give it up to Crazy Chain and we're in that number 4. But until then, they're not progressing to the next spot. So big shout out to Scorpions. Scorpio's been doing a real well job of getting new guys in there and bringing some members in. They're pushing pretty hard, but it's going to take more than what they've been doing to pass this up. Big shout out to a lot of the guys in our clan. As you can see, our player list has shifted up a little bit again. You got Firestorm still there at the top. He's max CC8. Push trophies hard. I think he might be at an all-time high. Let's check here. Yep, he's at all-time high right now. Legendary. See, all of his troops are max level. You just got to get his hero up there now. So he's doing real well. King's right. He did a big push. He hit legendary just this week, actually. So big shout out to King's right here for hitting that. Yeah, everybody's been doing really well. Everybody's pushing pretty well. So it won't be long before we push into that number 4 spot. We also do have a Legion Junior clan for those players that are newer to the game and they want a clan that's going to help them progress, and then most of your bigger clans won't allow the newer players. So we did implement a new clan, Legion Junior. And basically, this is just a clan that's going to help newer players progress, answer any questions for them, and get them up there as quick as we can. And then as soon as they hit the required trophies, then they can go ahead and bump up to the main clan. We got a couple guys here that are real close to hitting that point. These top 3 here, we'll be bringing them in probably by the end of the week. That'll free up some space. That more players can join. We're maxed out right now. This clan maxed really fast. Every time one drops off the roster, immediately it fills up again. So keep an eye out for that. If you're not quite to the trophy standard of some of the top clans that you want to join, check out this one. Look for that opening to get in there. We've been helping a lot of people progress. So now we'll go ahead and watch a replay here of an attack. We got 2 on Scorpion here. I think this one he actually changed up his base a little bit. Yes, he did. He moved some of his defenses around. He opened up around his command center here. Put a lot of his defenses around it to try to keep anybody from attacking from the top here. And as you can see around his resource mines, he's got his plasma cannons and the proton emitters, trying to keep those safe. He's got him set back. You'll notice he's got him just behind that outside turret. And that's to try to keep the attacker from getting in there too quick and taking those out. I think maybe the one thing I'd probably change, I might swap up the proton emitter with those plasma cannons. Use the range of that plasma cannon a little bit better there. But So I went in, I dropped most of my storms already. I saved a couple on reserve just in case I needed to try to come in from another angle. And then obviously holding on to my heels until basically until it's a needed strat or needed thing there. So as you can see, my storms are doing they almost doing what he was hoping for, which is just stay around the outer edge and keep circling around, allowing his defenses to pick them off. But they did push through the walls a couple of spots here, which is what helped out a lot. So we won't watch the rest of this one, but just want to show you don't always need Gigas, you don't always need bullet sponges. Sometimes you can go in with just your offense if you want a fast clear. So it does work, and that's with level 4 storms. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move into the main point of this video here, which is the strategy of progressing. I'm gonna go and switch to my Prototype Junior account that I created for Legion Junior to go over some of that with you. All right, so this account, it's a pretty new account. I'm doing this new strategy with it, and so far it's working really well. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over it with you. So first thing you'll notice here is this base is extremely vulnerable. There is no way that I am stopping an attack. I've got one turret for defense. I got no walls up, nothing strategically placed. Everything's just thrown on the ground. So it's a very vulnerable base to attack. Very easy win for anybody. However, the idea here is not to defend my base as long as I can. It's not to dig a hole and defend myself. This is for me to push the attack. I want to push the trophies. I'm not worried about that 30 to 40 trophies that I lose once a day, because I'm gaining 200 trophies, 300 trophies every day. And that's going to be the idea behind this one is focus on your offense, okay? And so, yeah, you'll notice I've got the one cannon down, and that's the one that you build when you first start the account or start your new base. And everything else has been focusing entirely on my offense. I've got my training camps already leveled up to level 3. I've got the military plants already leveling up to, they're already up to 5. Try to get those up to storms on the next command center level. And then I've got my command center up to level 4 already. and then I've got my storages going, and I'm not too focused on my mines and my separators. I've been kind of pulling most of my resources from attacks. You can, however, focus more on your mines to try to get some more resources pulled in. I just want to focus on my offense, though. So the idea behind this strategy is to basically always gain more trophies in your 15 hours of shield than you can lose in one attack. So as long as if you estimate it out to 50 trophies you lose between every shield, then you got to make sure that you're gaining more trophies than that before every time you lose your shield. And that is extremely easy to do. A lot of bases give you 30 trophies right now, some of them 20, but it's real simple to gain those trophies before you have to log off and then lose some of your trophies. So what you want to focus on here is upgrading your training camps, upgrade your military plants, upgrade your titanium storage as needed. You don't need to max these out for every command center. I'm not going to. You just want to make sure that you don't come up short when it comes time for another upgrade and you can't hold the amount of resources you need. I did build my nano robot factory because come the next command center, I am gonna need some nanos, and then I still need to build my science lab so I can start upgrading my troops. So that is your main focus, is those buildings we just went over now. Get those leveling up as fast as you can. If you only have 2 workers, that's fine, but you do want to push for that third one. So basically, I'm going to upgrade my military plants. I'll probably keep these at 3 until the next command center. I'll go to the next command center first, maybe. We'll see how I go about that. But upgrade these military plants until you have maybe just one upgrade left before it's maxed for that one. And then go ahead and start upgrading your command center, and then get the resources while it's upgrading to upgrade that last upgrade to get it to max. So then as soon as you do complete your upgrade to the next command center, then you're already set to go on building up your offense again for the next bracket of attacks there. Don't focus so much on your defenses. Don't, as you can see, I haven't even put down my defenses. I still have all these defenses in here. So I got all my traps, and I still have all my walls, none of them built, because to be honest, in this where we're at right now with the game, defenses are not where they need to be. The balance is not there. Offense is way too strong for your defenses to stop it majority of the time. Every once in a while you'll get some successful defenses, but even if you look through the top players, so he's got 0 victories in defense, 0 victories, 0 victories. You're not seeing hardly any victories in defenses, and that's because the offenses are still way too overpowered for defenses to stop them. So make sure that you're not wasting your resources on getting your cannons up there right now, on getting your walls up there right now. You don't need them yet. They're not going to do enough for you that warrants spending all those resources. So while you are going through all of this, you do want to, however, make sure that you are still trophy pushing. Don't let your trophies sit down there in the 150 trophy range while you're going to Command Center 5, because and I'm not sure why, but it does make things difficult if your trophies are not on par with the level of your base. So do continue to trophy push. Keep that going. And the idea here is for those people, and I know this is the strategy I said in my last video, but those people that are maxing out every building they have before they go to the next command center, they're hitting their walls. I know one of the walls for Command Center 7 or Command Center 6 is at 3,200 trophies, and they'll sit at 3,200 trophies for 2 weeks while they're waiting for their walls to be done upgrading. They're waiting for their defenses to be done upgrading, and they're not progressing anymore. They're not climbing the ranks anymore, and the entire purpose of this game is to climb the ranks. It don't matter if the number one person has never built a turret. If he's the number one person on the list, he's the number one person on the list. So that is your main goal, is to climb those ranks. I don't care if you're a casual player or if you only get on once a week. That is still your priority. That is the reason you play the game. And the best way to do that is to focus on your offense. That shield, that 15-hour shield, is the best defense you can have in a game, because you cannot be attacked during that 15 hours. So plan your timing accordingly. If you only have time to do 2 attacks and you still have 8 hours left on your shield, don't do those 2 attacks yet, because you're going to kill your shield. You're going to gain 40 trophies, and then you have to get off, and then somebody's going to attack you and take 50 trophies. Now you actually went backwards by 10 trophies and reset your shield. So time them out. Make sure you can, every time you attack, you need to be able to continue attacking until you have gained more trophies than you will lose in you being attacked. And if you continue to do that and you stay active and you're not letting yourself getting, attacked 3 days in a row and not logging in and attacking yourself, if you continue to do that, you will constantly be on the climb. Your trophies will only go up. You will never be lower than where you were previously, other than the one attack. So that is going to be the strategy to do right now. Definitely, at least until Clan Wars. Clan Wars, I'm sure, was going to change a lot. They're probably going to try to balance out the offense and defense a lot more. But until Clan Wars come out, which isn't looking like any time within the next month, until then, that is going to be the strategy you want to do. Focus everything on your offense. Get your trophies up there. Get your offense up there. And when you're at the top, you're going to gain more resources, a lot more resources, a lot faster, and it's going to allow you to upgrade your defenses a lot quicker, and you can focus your builders on your defenses instead of bouncing back and forth between your offense and your defense and your supply and your storages. And so focus on your offense now. Mix in a little bit of resources with that, and then once you're up there, you've pushed to the top, and probably even maxed command center, then go ahead and focus on your defenses and build them up as fast as you can. And again, just make sure you're always gaining more trophies in between getting attacked than you will lose in that one attack, and you'll never find yourself dropping off the ladder. You'll always be climbing it. So that's all we have for today's video. I hope that that clears up a lot of questions. I get questions all the time. What is the best way? What do I need to do to progress? And all the players at the top of the list, we all thought max everything before going to the next command center, and pretty much majority of us have talked about it, and we all agree that is not the way to go on this, and that long shield you get is the reason why. That was a game changer, them giving us that 15 hours shield. So that changes the strategy a lot from what you saw in maybe Clash of Clans or Castle Clash or whatever, any other games like this that you played. So if you do have any other questions, or if there's anything that I didn't cover that you would like to know about, leave it in a comment down below. I will reply back. If there's enough if there's enough questions that maybe the videos didn't clarify enough, then I can even do a follow-on video, and we'll go through some of them and get all those answered for you. So make sure that you smash that subscribe button down there and hit that like button on the video. And I'm feeling good.